What's up, beautiful people of the KraDeNine channel? It's KraDeNine here like usual, making a new video for you guys to watch, listen to, and enjoy. Holy crap, that was one hell of an intro. So, this is going to be a very requested video of what I think about making mesos. This has been my most requested video, probably more than training. And I'm going to be blunt with you guys, this is probably the hardest topic to cover in MapleStory, because it can never really stay the same. Let me just go over a few things that I think you could do. You could do merching, you can do NX type stuff, as in Marvel Machine, Gachapon, etc. There's also methods such as events, selling coins, and I'll get more into events in a bit. So let me start off with merching. Merching is probably the most simple thing, and because it just doesn't consume a lot of, funding. You can start off with 1 million, work your way up to 100 million, spend that 100 million, and then make billions easily. Two issues with merching. Number one, prices don't like to be consistent. There's always going to be a few items that, like Empress gear, it tends to stay in the 100 mil range, depending on the job of course, but because Empress became a little bit harder to kill, prices went up to 100 mil-ish. Depending on the server of course. So, because of that, you can always assume that prices will fluctuate. If an event comes out, items tend to drop a lot. For example, dragon mounts, the black dragons with a nice, greenish bluish outline and the purple horns, they used to be about 50 mil in Scania before the server transfer event, where you could go from Scania to Chaos, for example. They were 50 mil. When that was announced, they shot up to 1 billion easily, and then they decreased over time. This is where the issue comes in, where people buy equipment or items that they think is going to sell well, and then it ends up selling worse than what they originally bought for. Not always the case. Some things like Spectrum goggles, if you end up buying them somehow for 200 million, congratulations, you just made 300 mil profit minimum. Stats also depend on it, but hey. But in the end, merging is a very gamblish thing in my opinion. There are people who do it hours at a time, and they make billions per week. And I'm here like, good for them. Personally, I'm not a merching person. I don't like doing that. It's very time consuming, there's always a risk involved, and prices always love to change. So you might buy something for 200 mil, and you might think it costs 500 mil, and then you find out it costs 1 billion. Because prices always fluctuate. You might get ripped off, or you might get a good deal. Merching is a very risky thing. I said that a lot, but it's important to know that. People might be able to merch well, but it's a very gamblish thing. Next thing I mentioned was NX. This is something that I don't want to say I recommend, but if you're not very low on cash, go for the option. You can do Marvel Machine, you could do Gachapon, you could do... what else is there that's new? You could do Permanent NX, the Cash App Surprise Boxes. These are great ways to make mesos for money, however. Such as you spend $5 on Marvel Machine, you can actually make 10 billion or more if you're lucky. Get a Lightning God Ring, 15 billion right there, doing nothing. If it has a unique potential, congratulations, prices shot up even more. Prices are great for NX type items. By NX type items, I mean that, you're using NX to get them. Granted though, Marvel Machine doesn't always like to give you good stuff. I did it about 4 times, I think I made about roughly 4 billion. Now you might be thinking, that's a lot. If you consider that I spent about $20 to $25, not the greatest deal in the world. Granted, some people might think this is an excellent deal. It all depends on how you play MapleStory and the server. But personally, if I could take my money back, I would. It's nice to have mesos, but $35, well, $25 I would say, $25 compared to about 4 billion, I'm not sure if I like that trade-off. But yeah, you can always do Marvel Machine, it's a great method. You might get lucky and get something that you want instead. Tyrant Capes, level 160 equipment that I can't remember the name of at the moment. It's just a great way to get good items if you're lucky. Some people get insanely lucky, some people don't get lucky. My friend ends up getting a Lightning God Ring, and he gets a Tyrant Belt. Both in one, and I hate him for that. But, he got lucky, I'm good, happy for him. I didn't really get that too much. I did get, the Root Abyss Pirate Pants. I did sell them for about 3.5 billion, so that was really nice. So, Gachapon is also a great option. You can get some pretty good items like Spectrum goggles, I believe they still drop from Gachapon. Well, they don't drop, but you can still get them. Sometimes you get a really good chair, or you can get some really good items like actually, I don't remember what are some good items there these days. Element staffs, but they dropped kind of in price. Unique potential scrolls, those are worth 1.5 bill easily right now. Good way to sell them, good way to make mesos. Finally, we have the event method, my personal favorite. To get event stuff, it's pretty simple. An event comes around, say we're going to use the unique, the Unleashed shop right now. If you go into the shop, you will see 50% scrolls, 90% scrolls, all that stuff. Sorry, 20% scrolls, not 90%. The 50% scrolls give you +5 attack and +3 on everything. Believe it or not, this is probably one of the best scrolls in the game with a very high rate of success. Yes, there are GM scrolls, but the price for them is pretty high depending on the weapon. I have a couple of GM scrolls that I'm still saving up, but listen up to me and say, take my advice. Take advantage of every bloody event that you can. These events are great. Getting coins is very simple. You might think that you only get like 5 coins per day. Those 5 coins add up pretty fast. I think I have overall about 1.2k coins, and I spent about 4k coins easily. Guys, this is a great event to use. If you're not taking advantage of it, I don't know what I can tell you, but take advantage of it. Buy some clean slate scrolls, buy some 50% scrolls, and scroll away, and I wish you only luck. Now, what you could do with service, you could basically sell your coins I would say only to your trusted friends and very trusted guildmates, where they will give you mesos per coin. So it's like service, where you're like, I will give you this scroll, which is going to cost me like 20 coins, and you pay about 2 mil per coin. This is not the actual price, I'm just making this up. So you end up getting about 40 mil for a scroll for 20 coins. That's a great way to make mesos as well, but again, you need some trusted friends, you need some trusted guildmates. I wouldn't suggest if you just do it to a random person, that may not always pay off. And find out what the coin to meso ratio is in your server. This can easily be done by checking free market prices for like, if you see a clean slate scroll for 10% in free market, and it costs 5 billion, find out how much it costs in the Unleashed shop. I believe it's 40 coins, and then, somewhat proportionate, make a ratio for 1 coin per meso, basically. That's my method of doing it, because it's a great way to make mesos, it's very cost effective, and you don't break your meso in the bank. And you get a few levels depending on your level as well. I think my friends have got about 20%, believe it or not, from just doing the coin event constantly. It does add up in experience, believe it or not. That's level 200. If you're a low level, this is going to be way easier. But guys, I think that's really it for my merching video. It's not very in-depth of what you have to do, this is just me explaining it. But in the end, explaining it is part of what you need to do. I could show you guys, but showing you me buying an X and marveling, not exactly something that will make you know more. So guys, that's really it for this video. Thank you for watching the merching video. I hope it helped you or gave you a concept idea of what merching is, or, how to get funding in general with NX and stuff. But I can't really think of anything else to say at the moment. If I end up doing a better video in the future, I'll definitely upload it, but for now, this is what I've been doing, this is what I've been seeing, and I don't recall many other things. So guys, thank you for watching, and see you guys later. Oh, little bonus thing, if you're a Phantom or a Kana or a Bishop, you can easily sell HS service, or I forgot what the Kana skill is called, but it makes more spawn, it's a 3rd job skill I believe. You can always do that. You can sell service for about 10 mil per hour. It's not exactly the best thing in the world, but if you're getting experience out of it, say at Hall of Honor, you're still getting experience out of it, so you may as well get some extra mesos in the progress. Same thing with Kana, if you're a good enough level, just start using that Shinguku or whatever the hell it was called, I cannot remember at the moment, and just keep using it and get mesos from it. Again, you need to be a pretty high level for both of those, and you need to be doing pretty well to sell service. So guys, that's really it. Thank you for watching, and see ya.